Okay, welcome back, guys. My name is Mark Campbell, aka the Privileged Jamaican. I'm here again with,
Jordan, not Jordan, talk to me important.
bro. We have not seen each other in a week. You see me?
Yeah,
Um,
it's been a little while.
yeah. How you liking your victory lap?
I won't lie to you. It's funny. I was watching obviously not what I watched that episode, and I was like, there was like a period of time where when I got the answers right, and I was like, nah, like I smoked that still. That was like a
No, but it's not like you got the answers right, then right, then right, then right. You had to think about it. You
But
got first of all,
yo,
you got a lot of help. Okay, you got a lot of help.
yo,
You got a
I
lot of
did
help.
not get a lot of help. What are you
Yo,
talking
when
about?
I saw
Did I get
Spice
help
or
on? Yeah, which I knew also if the answers were on me,
no,
I
no,
would
no,
have
no,
gotten
but
them.
all of my answers were just like.
And all of your answers were the easiest ones.
How is that the easiest ones?
We can literally roll the tape
I
back.
was the one that got it.
We can roll the tape back.
The Canton was
Did
easy,
you
dog.
win?
I mean, I think I did.
Did you-
I won
did you-
spiritually.
Oh,
I won spiritually.
Oh,
you
that's
get
what
me?
you did. Okay. We're
But
going
anyways,
off of
it's a new week, isn't
spiritually
me?
now.
New
Got
week.
you.
We have some stuff to discuss.
Yes, sir.
What was the first thing? The first thing I believe was Valiant. He came on was a show, The Cut,
Yeah.
and he
Rick Marshall's
spoke.
show.
You don't really, I don't think. Do you hear from Valiant a lot? Like interviews and
He
stuff?
does interviews, but he doesn't do in-depth stuff. So he's done like a lot of, relationship, social commentary kind of stuff. Like people ask him questions about that. But I don't. This is the first interview where I would say, got to not necessarily his background or anything like that.
We're pretty sure.
Yeah, not his background or anything like that. But like, obviously, it was very in depth just because of the topic that was spoken on. He brought up, like, he was adopted.
I have a question. Are we interested in the private lives of artists?
It is important. I feel it is important for fan bases to connect, to feel a certain sort of connection with artists. So, not necessarily not necessarily your most private life, but it is important for
I feel like artists are no longer artists now. I feel like they're influencers.
I think they're both. I think the problem with media now, especially, but with some artists don't necessarily like to do interviews anymore.
But I mean, I don't think they have to do interviews. If Valiant is on Instagram and TikTok every
But
day,
he's not. Well, okay, I don't think
or
Valiant
has been.
I don't think Valiant was going to go on Instagram and talk up and bring up the fact that he's adopted. Like, I think that was a comfortable setting he was in. I don't think there was any. And I don't think if he wanted to
I
talk
get you.
about that, I think Way Marshall would have said, okay, we don't have to talk about that if he didn't want to talk about it. So I'm saying it was an important thing for fans to connect, because even like, for example, amongst my friends, we were like, wow, it's good, like, not that being adopted is like necessarily the negative thing, but it's like, yo, you rise from a certain point, you having those issues of not necessarily having a connection with your biological parents, but he's been able to still
I feel
be
like
who
there's a
he
bit.
is.
I mean, I feel like there's like a unique bit of fascination because he's not the first artist to come from humble beginnings. You get me?
No.
I'm wondering why the topic of being adopted was such a, how do I put it? I felt like Instagram and Twitter and everybody made a thing out of it.
I think majority of people kind not that they look on adoption as a negative, but it's definitely not something that most people go through. A lot of people go through.
So are you saying it's because I don't know? It just feels like there's a special gaze, a gaze that I don't really deem to be special, right? I don't think. I
Explain
think
what you mean.
because, all right, if another artist says that him come from poor impoverished areas, zinc fence house living and stuff, Jamaicans just be like, just another youth
Yeah,
rise
that's
from the
everyday
ghetto.
thing, yeah.
You see me? Like if Joshy talk about him come from humble beginnings or whatever, it's like, yeah man, we know say you
But
never always
you don't-
have it.
you don't think
But I
that-
feel like this was like giving a special gaze just because he's adopted.
You don't think there's a difference, like, okay, you're from humble beginnings, but you are aware of who
No.
your parents are versus you're from humble beginnings and
No,
you're
because
being
a lot of
adopted?
people, parents left them a certain yard and have to grow up with granny and stuff like that. And I'm not being a hater, because I'm adopted. And I don't think that I'm just saying, it was like a special thing that I didn't understand it. I'm not bashing out
I mean,
against it. I'm just saying that
I
personally,
I
as a
just
person
think
that is
it's-
adopted.
If you look at it from a Jamaican lens, especially with when you have a child that is not yours,
Jacket.
jacket culture,
Yeah.
I think that adoption isn't necessarily the most commonplace thing, and because most of our Jamaican context is thinking of things like that, another man wouldn't necessarily want to take up another person's child just like that. So for somebody who is like Valiant, who is in dancehall culture, being raised by somebody else who necessarily wasn't his biological thing in any way, it is a little bit different.
And
So persons are what more interested in that aspect.
I would
or-
also say that Valiant as a person is definitely more endearing than most dancehall artists. He doesn't seem to take himself as seriously. If you've paid attention to his social media, so there's a level of endearment that he has with a fan base that will be a little more cult-like than most other dancehall artists.
No, I mean people like Roger Wall them have them caught like, but I get what you're saying.
I just mean in
his
terms of
vibe
the
is different.
endearment.
His vibe
Yeah,
is
that's
not
all.
is not
It's
as
not the
rough
same
because
thing.
I think he said it in the other bit when he was doing the live talking about if Skeng did this in the song or whatever. Like he was saying that it's not that he's soft, but he's not going to push it. He's not going to screw up his face and talk about badness 24/7 and stuff. He's a more relaxed kind of guy, I guess. But I mean, okay, cool. As I said, I just wanted to know what the fascination was about the adopted
I think
part.
it's just a
get
mixture of things that was said.
Okay. The next thing that we had to talk about, actually, I just touched about it, was the VALIANT and Skeng beef. I think
I
this
mean,
is
is there a beef if there's no back and forth? Because there really is no back and forth.
there was back and
There was
Skeng initiated the back and forth. VALIANT did a very, very good move by saying, well, if you didn't say my name in the song, I don't really take it as a this. So now, if Skeng wants to have this war, he's going to have to, he can't do like what Drake did with Drop 2. It's not going to be a back-to-back situation.
Yeah,
it's going to be
so-
like, VALIANT basically reset everything Skeng did with just a comment.
Yeah, there's a,
Crazy.
you know, you could argue that also, I mean, Skeng seems to be the artist that kind of, you know, in any little disrespect, him feel like him needs to just go on a song and record. And I appreciate that because, you know, it's music at the end of the day. But I think Valiant did that thing by saying, hey, you know, him don't call my name, so.
He basically
there's nothing
reset
to
everything
reply to.
that something would have done.
I think this situation happened because of the incident at a show, and you know, the little I've heard, it doesn't really seem like it's like necessarily
Wasn't it entourage beef? So how did it become actual?
you know how the loyalty thing go already. You get me? You know the loyalty thing go already.
Do you mean to your friends?
I mean, I'm going to assume the people that have around them, they consider their friends and family. It's not just security them have. There's people who them par with every day.
But that's then bad leadership, in my view. Because if
You could look at it
people
that
in
way.
my entourage have a problem with people in your entourage, we are making bread together. It's actually good that we are friends, because if we become enemies and we go at it,
I mean,
one of us loses and we both lose money.
You think these artists are friends like that?
Aren't they managed by the same person?
No, they're not.
They're not?
No, they're not. I can tell you that for a fact. They're
Why
not.
did I think they were managed by the same person? Who's
They
managed
are-
by the same
They
person?
are not.
Who's Valiant managed?
Valiant is managed. I know who Valiant is. Yeah.
Okay, cool. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but Valiant is, I know who she's managed by, and Skeng is managed by somebody else. So it's not two of
I
them.
thought they were managed by the same
But the
person.
person that manages Skeng does manage a decent amount of dancehall artists.
Yeah,
So
and
maybe you
they're
might
popular
be,
right now.
Yeah,
right?
so you might be.
Yeah, because I always see
mixing
them around each other. I just assumed
Right,
that
right.
Valiant was also managed by that same
Yeah,
person.
But like, you know,
I think that beef was stupid anyways.
do you think we need that, like, for the summer, for example? Do we need that kind of energy?
Valiant and Skeng.
Yeah, do you think
No
we need that
offense
kind of-
to either, but no. You see me? Like, girls are already upset that there's not a lot of ass-shaking tunes going on, and they're getting that. Which, by the way, I'm a bit annoyed at, because I feel like what's his name again? Armani did the whole Latina-ish type of rhythm. Bayka dropped one, you see me? And I think Bayka's own is good. I think it's really good. What I don't want to see, I don't want to see the whole dancehall follow the two of them.
I mean, I think with
mean?
especially with Well, Armani definitely, not saying that him don't make other songs, but him definitely like, trying to corner the girl tune market. Like him definitely trying to make a lot of those
Yeah, but I
songs.
get it. But I applaud him for, you see me, doing the Latina thing. You get me? Because it was good. However, I just don't want I don't want this to become a Latina song.
No, it's the same thing we said. It's the same thing I said last week about I don't like things to be trendy. Like if one artist is something, I don't need the
I
next
see
artist
it becoming
to be doing.
trendy. It's becoming trendy fast
Well, I
as
mean,
hell.
we'll see. But as to back to the question about the Valiant and Skink, I agree with you. Like I don't think
Nobody's looking for that beef.
Nobody's looking for that, and I just don't think it's the time right now. I think dancehall.
Yeah, I don't think dancehall does well with beef at all with anybody. I don't
I
think
won't
there's.
say that. I won't say
What
that.
was the last good beef that you had?
Microwave.
Yeah, how long ago was that?
That was about maybe 6 or 7 years.
Yes, that's a very long time ago. That alkaline popcorn beef that was a long time ago.
Yeah, yeah.
Since
Yeah.
then, you have people like Squash going at it. You see me? And Squash making hit singles. You see me?
I
But
think,
the
well,
beef and the,
I would say you don't. I would say, I will not say that I think people are not looking forward to it because I feel like at
all
the
the
end
other beefs let them down.
I feel like at the end of the day, is the music, because you can have good like back and forth. Is the music going to be good? And I just think right now the way the space dancehall is in, I want everybody to be focused on making the summer hot.
Wasn't Stefan and Jada's beef good?
Well,
Depends
yeah,
on
that
area.
was good, but it wasn't really a beef. It was like a one song, and then she kind of,
No.
yeah,
There's about like 4 or 5 songs in that beef.
yeah, but it didn't impact. I felt like it was on social media for a week and left. Yeah. I saw a good bit of it, even though I'm not.
I would
as
say it
versed in
made.
Twitter
I would say that had more, because I think during, like somebody can correct me. I think during that times, like Valiant and TJ were also in a back and forth. So I think Jada and Stefan, it didn't last long, but it did what it was supposed to do. It spiked interest. Beefs aren't
That
supposed
shit
to.
just went through very fast, bro.
Beefs
That
yeah,
shit
but
went
beefs
through.
aren't supposed, like, bro. The way the media works nowadays. Beef songs don't even really get time to live. Anyways,
So
and
wait,
that's
are
the
you saying
problem.
that beefs aren't as good anymore because we consume music faster?
Yes, they don't get time. That song music.
I never
doesn't get
thought
time-
about it that way.
Music don't get time to sit anymore, bro.
I
Think
never
about
thought it
it.
that way.
Think about music don't get time to sit anymore, bro. And
yeah,
I'm not even
social
talking about
media is really on to the next thing very
right.
fast.
I'm not even talking about just the back and forth between artists, because obviously when an artist drop an next one, want to drop as quickly as possible. But it's literally music just does not get the time to sit because they listen to it, and at the end. So let's say a song came out today. Today's Tuesday. Let's say a beef song come out today. The next artist come out with a project or a song by Thursday. Nobody listens to that song again. More than so.
Yeah, but there are some
Some songs last, like we just
Big
did it.
Breeze, that one's really
Like no, I start like some beef songs last, of course, but it's also songs that they kind of cater to, like a certain like bop. So it sounds more like a hit and not necessarily like a direct at you. You get me? In dancehall at least, because there's a lot of dancehall songs low key that artists would say that was like, they wouldn't admit it, but they would say, yeah, that was a jab at certain man. You get me?
So was the Skeng this song good?
It was just a diss song.
I didn't
I don't think it was.
good.
I don't think it was. All right.
To me, it wasn't.
I
good.
don't think it was the best song. And I feel like
just felt like a
I feel like
Skeng song.
Skeng just released a song to say, all right, I want to end. Let's
I
engage.
feel like all he did was release a song that he would have released anyways and just put the cap on the cover.
I mean,
I don't
that's
feel like there was anything
I feel like
really directed.
I feel like he released a song to just to get Valiant to engage, because that's a tactic. That's how I feel.
Nah.
Again, if you feel differently, then
If you're taking a shot at somebody, you take a shot at somebody. Remember, at the end of the day, if it's this song, you have to say something in it. You can't just put the cover title and just be talking about things. You have to say something. Say something.
No, but
you
that's
get
what
me?
I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. That's why you, even though what you said, you think like you might be right. I'm thinking that that's still a type of like engagement. It's like, okay, this because the song feels very generalized.
Yes.
Yeah,
That's what,
but
being
that's
said.
what I said. But what I'm saying is that it's not only just about the song. It's, you know, the artwork. It's to try and evoke something. What it didn't evoke anything because Valiant said, "Hey, I'm not."
There was a man
Him never.
going-
I don't know about this song. Kind of man not call my name. It's basically what I'm saying. So, you know.
I don't know. I
guess
feel
there's
like
that.
I feel like dancehall has gotten very well, but you see, because dancehall is a lot of just influencer drama now. It's not really about the songs, and the songs that are good, like it's like you just go out in parties, you hear it, and you kind of move on. Nothing really stays. But this DJs, I think, have it so easy right now. There is so like the people that are starting the party. There is so many songs that you can play that are just hot right now because music is just going.
I don't know. I have DJ friends that would like. The issue is that you have like a lot of these dancehall songs have a bit of staying power now. So like for example, we're in June, the middle of June, and the Go Club Rhythm when Russian did the remix, those songs are still being played, so they have staying power. You get me?
Yeah, I just don't feel excited about it. I don't know. Maybe it's like Christmas. When we were younger, Christmas used to be awesome
I
because
mean,
your
bro,
parents were
y'all,
like, I don't know about your own parents, but
bro, to
But
keep
we're
it
on
up.
a break right now for party season, really and truly. It just went through Carnival.
Yeah, someone's about to ramp up. Yeah, someone's about to ramp up.
Events aren't even
Yeah.
really-
So I'm also going to say to you that and you know we've talked about this before, but like you don't go outside as much as anybody else. So
I
you
don't go
wouldn't-
outside.
Yeah, so you wouldn't feel. So like I'm telling, let's say you wouldn't necessarily feel it.
I get what you're saying. I have a little bias because I'm not
Yeah,
out at the
yeah,
parties.
you know, yeah.
I do plan to be at some of the parties this summer though. I
Well,
do
good,
plan to
good,
touch
good.
some of them.
Touch
you see
some
me?
grass. You get me?
Personally, I'm not sure how that going go is it, but
We'll see.
yeah, you know, I'm the type of person I'm more than likely just going to be like in the VIP section somewhere just chilling.
This nigga said VIP.
I'm not going.
That's it. Cabana.
Mm-hmm.
Where y'all taking it to
Cabana.
something
No,
completely
no.
different now.
No, it's not. Cause you want to know that's where the VIP sections are. Cabana.
Yeah, but I just be chilling. Isn't me? I just be chilling.
Cabana.
in the cabana.
Wow, that's
There's
crazy.
going to be no you and when we say you and Salty, you guys are the cabana bros.
I'm good. He might have his Cuban in it
Yeah,
to fit
the
this time.
cabana bros, bro. Like it's what it is.
All right. So the next one that we have is Baker's mixtape. I did not listen to that.
Okay.
You see me?
You
But
didn't.
Baker did have a new song that I did see. I don't remember how it went, but it was good to my recollection. But I have not listened to his mixtape.
Yeah,
You have
I
you?
have.
How was
I
it?
listened to it.
How many
There-
songs? How many songs?
There are about 13 songs on it.
Okay, I thought I was gonna do like a 20 song thing.
No, there's about 13 songs, and it really does give a level of like it's mixtape. It sounds very street. Baker's always had this raw, like kind of energy to his tracks, and it shines on this. It shines on this mixtape. Some of the songs sound a little bit repetitive, but the ones that stand out to me, I like Mob Ties. I like Mob Style, which everybody already know Mob Style. Gracias is on there. There's a song called More Gun Than Man that I think tough. And then another song called Clip that's also good.
So let me ask you a question. With the release of this, is it that did he get a good feedback so far? Because normally, like for example, if you hear like people like Skeng and stuff like that.
You know, I think what's happening right now with Baker is that everybody's waiting for the big jump that he's supposed to make. And I'm not sure I'm not gonna say that it's not gonna happen, but I definitely think it's like a slow burn. This mixtape has good songs where they will translate, I think.
He not have a hit? Is that what you're saying?
No. That's definitely not what I'm saying. Because he started out the gate hot. Like, She Like It is a...
Yeah, but
That's how... If you come out the gate through that song, everybody's going to expect that level of music going forward.
Yeah, but other artists have lived up to it. So is he currently living up to it? Because
I think he still is.
you said
because
Roger Wild hasn't dropped.
I think he still no, but Raja Wild in terms of remember Bayka been around for like maybe 3 years now, around that. So I would say he's been consistent with his music, but I think, and this is me as a Bayka fan, I feel like there's another level for him to go, and I feel like he's approaching that. Him don't get there yet, but him approaching it.
Here's the thing. All I know is that I know Baker is very popular, isn't he? I know he's very popular amongst...
Girl, them love him still.
Yeah. However, I do notice that... I get what you're saying in terms of like reaching that next level and stuff. I am not halfway as, sure of what's going to give him that bust, because as far as I'm concerned, I feel like it's a case where maybe he's at that level. I don't know why it is that persons aren't seeing him at that level, because he's dropping hits.
I don't know.
He has hit songs.
I don't know. I don't know what, maybe there's just some artists get in a zone where sometimes it's like maybe being consistent is like not boring the fan base, but it's like dropping consistent music instead of like a song that you just say, yo, Bumbleclad a Bayka de bad. You feel me? Versus like, oh, this song sound good, this song sound good, this song sound good, but he hasn't gotten a yo in a while. You feel me?
I get you. He hasn't gotten an extreme thing, but my thing with the music that's dropping nowadays, I don't know. I just view things a bit differently. It's either 2 types of songs where I drop right now. Well, 3 types of songs. Thank God it's not really chopper music, because chopper music used to be the thing. In my opinion, chopper music has died down. You get me? It's more about Housecape Control and like Big Breeze.
I mean, that's still, like, here's the thing. It's how, if you're going to categorize chopper music as the content, then I can agree with you.
Yeah.
But
I mean, it's the same chopper artist.
And it's still the same chopper flow and formula.
Yeah, cool, but the content of the songs is different. Which is what I'm talking about, because if it's not the House Can't Escape Control, it's girl for wine. No, I don't even think it's girl for really wine. I think it's just it's either you're dancing like say you are.
Yeah, we're in the era of where a lot of the stuff is melting now. So it's like I talk about what we just chop a while ago, and then because we just chop it, I will get the muckers for give me a head now. You get me? It's like the stuff.
But I want to play devil's advocate, because this is my problem that I'm having with the summer coming up. Where are the positive music? Where's Jashi?
See, I don't know about the positivity right now.
Where's Tyrus Riley? I think we need, you know?
Yeah, you want things
like... Where's always the one is Tyrus Riley? Taurus.
Sorry, Taurus Riley.
Listen, right now there's just like...
more.
You want some positive music?
More Chronicler release some positive.
That's it. You want to know?
You
want to know how positive? You want to know how positive a positive song Chronicler go release? A song like Boop Boop. That's the most positive song you're getting from a man like Chronicler.
Mess up the weekend. That's song they should say. But I do feel like these I feel like we're just we were head fast on a train going into the negative direction in terms of like the content of all the songs. Because don't get me wrong, I love to listen to the song them have to talk about the girl and thing like that, but
I mean, if you're looking for...
The content is a
Yeah, you're not... Because right now, dancehall is just not in a space of... Alright, listen. It's just like rap music. Dancehall is based off of what the streets are... Where the streets are at the moment. That's what it's based on. It's based off that. So, right now, the streets is at...
Them head there somewhere...
The escort business of the world and chopping.
I don't know. Maybe I'm just that type of guy.
And that's fine, but I'm just telling you where it's at.
Because somebody had said this to me before, because as I said, they not really go.
Because like a Diani and a Yaksta, for example, those artists are really good. Right. I get where you're coming from.
Or Thames, or
again, it's not
Alila Ike.
It's not just the streets ain't.
Ike.
Streets is just doing what it's doing.
Lila Ike or Ike. I feel like we had this discussion before. Lila Ike. Who's Ike? Yeah, I don't know who said Ike. I don't remember who said Ike. But yeah. Personally, I just really want some more of that, because, man, I'm going to go to some of these parties, but I need something for when I'm by myself. Something just to be positive. I feel like if I want to listen to something positive that's gonna make me feel good, there's nothing new. You get what I'm saying? I have to go, and if I want something that I wouldn't hear all the time, I have to go into like a little catalog of local artists that not many people know. So like I have to go look on, for example, Space Cat. You see me? And look at those kind of persons. And you know, you want to be, yeah, you want to be like kind of positively entertained. And Yaksta releasing some songs, to me, they're not really hitting like how they were hitting back in the day. You see me? Like,
do you think that's a timing issue, or you think that's like a him issue?
No, I feel like his sound has changed. I feel like Yaksta was positivity only.
Right.
And then he released a song about dancing. It's that time again, something like that. And then from there, it just kind of went in a certain direction for me. You get me? But it's not that he's not positive, but when the artist starts to experiment with their music, I tell them to go and do it. However, that doesn't mean I'm obligated to like it. Because when I found Yaksta, I liked him for that type of music. Is it me? To know that go to Trelawney or wherever, it made me feel proud that I was invested into my business and to my stuff. I don't want to mix my artists too much. Like, I don't want to hear my talk about make sure you don't cheat on your girl, you see me, and make sure you don't do whatever. And then all of a sudden, I hear and tell a girl, yo, go shake your ass and them thing there.
I mean, there's also a level of maybe he's trying to find out where he can fit in the business right now.
Alicia Cara did the same thing.
No.
Bryson Tiller did the same thing.
But no,
we found where they ended.
Yeah, but you're using a different industry. In my opinion, the thing is with dancehall is that dancehall works off of trends. So if you're somebody that is not trendy in your music, it's hard for you to grab attention. So
look. If you're Yaksta, to me, and this is to his management team, if they want to hear what I have to say, if I am the person managing Yaksta, I'm going to say to yo, bro, let's be honest. This type of music right now, it hitting. Anything you drop, once it's positive, people are listening to it. We understand that there are different markets within dancehall, and you might want to step into those markets, but hear me out.
You're looking at it that way, but he's also here's the thing. While I agree with you, does he have enough of is his niche fan base loud enough for that to work right now? Is what I'm saying.
For him to continue to be positive?
For him not to try to follow trends.
Yeah. That's how everybody knew Yaksta. That's how Fall Cub and everything came into play. He was blowing up after that.
No, I hear what you're saying. I'm talking about, because you said his music went in another direction. I'm saying, do you think that the music going in another direction is because his niche base is not as loud?
No, I think he's going in that. No, I think that he went in another direction because he wanted to be in every aspect. However, I'm saying that you trying to go from he basically went from a coffee, like pure clean music.
I want to say coffee, but go ahead.
But to me, he went like from a pure clean thing, something Jamaica loved, like a positive icon. You get me? Glow look to potentially tarnishing his image a bit. You get what I'm saying? Like you potentially tarnish the image a little bit when you're speaking about.
Is he not allowed to explore?
It's not only that.
I'm not saying that, but I'm saying if you explore, I'm allowed to not like it.
It's not only, yes, you are, and you have your opinion, but I'm also telling you that the issue here is that I always tell people not to only look at artists as creative. It's just creativity. It's also a business. So if it's
but you lost your core fan base.
No, but
I'm not listening to your music anymore.
If it's not well, that's you. Exactly. I don't know what's going on over there with him and other people and other fan bases. You don't appreciate it. I'm not saying that your opinion doesn't
I'm saying
count.
that his name was loud before. It's not as loud now.
Yeah, because bro, you want to know why when names aren't loud? It's because sometimes new hotter things happen, which is why I said dancehall's trendy. You get me?
Okay.
Sometimes the artist will have a time, and you see within that time, if them don't capitalize as much as them can, the next other artist is coming up. And that's so you have to. It's a balance of things. I can't really say. I'm not saying that he shouldn't be positive. I'm just saying that it's like sometimes an artist has to kind of like try to see where he can fit in a certain time. That's all I'm saying.
All right.
It happens.
All right. So, all right. Before we wrap up though, because you get me, it's gonna be a little shorter episode.
Yeah, it's a shorter episode.
We have the picks of the week. You get me? So the first pick is Roger Weil, Gone Bad. Second one is Bayka, More Gun Than Man.
That was I put that in for
You see
sure.
me? Armani, Bubble. Valiant, Godfather. And Nile, SNL, Poem of the Chop, Days, 20 Weeks. I'm just gonna go with the Armani, Bubble. Is it me?
No, that's that's a fair pick.
The Bayka one too new. Too new. Well, in my opinion.
I mean, that's what I said. Pick of the week. Like it came out last week.
Yeah, but if you're going to compare it to things that were not before last week.
Probably, I will say, and you know, it's difficult because I really want to get that. All right, here what my pick of the week is Valiant Godfather, but you guys really need to go and check out Nile SNL song Poem of Chop Days 20 Week. It's a very unique song. And I think in the direction, if he keeps his music in the direction like this, in the unique style he has, I think he's going places. So please actually listen to that song if you get a chance. But I would say Valiant Godfather. Like right now, Valiant is the formula working.
I didn't really like the latest one he dropped still, to be honest with you.
The Gunga Boy one?
Yeah, I didn't like the Gunga Boy. However, it was very creative. I like the fact that he's taking it into a credible artistic way. Once again, I just don't like it, but I like the production. I think it's a very well produced thing. It's just that it's not something you're going to catch me watching. You get what I'm saying? But it's a very good song though, in terms of the
I
overall
mean,
aspect.
I think right now Valiant, like he has a formula, and the formula is working. Like so, you know.
I
think, and you know, sometimes I'm starting to recognize that not necessarily that the songs aren't good, but some songs are really dependent on like the visuals, and that music video is actually really good, in my opinion. So.
All right. I mean, let's see what they come up with next week. I mean, interested to see how people take the whole Bayka project. I want to see more shit about it on Twitter. But thanks you guys for tuning in. It's a much shorter episode this week. You get me? Because you know we're trying to change around the set a bit. We're trying to make
working around a few things, but you know. We'll get to a little more longer form content soon. No worries. You know. Please, guys, subscribe to the Culture Outlet. Shout out to the people over at Culture, of course. Shout out to the group chat. Please subscribe to Culture Outlet once again. Also follow the playlist on Instagram where we will be putting more clips. Also, you can look out for different playlists between me and Mark in terms of, you know, actual music and content.
My musical taste is better.
And yeah, you know, we'll see how that goes. You know, you realize we've been here and him been bragging on like winning, and
I've been playing music for you that you didn't even know.
Whoa, Mozzie is dope.
Okay, yeah.
Okay, I'll give you that. Mozzie is dope.
Okay. I'm putting him on to new music, guys.
But you know, same time next week, guys. We're out.